Welcome back. Haiti has asked for foreign military support to curb its gang violence crisis, which has paralyzed the country. The Haitian government's request comes amid concerns of a looming humanitarian crisis. The U.S. has meanwhile urged its citizens in Haiti to leave due to the insecurity. A group of powerful gangs have blocked the country's main fuel terminal since September, crippling its basic supplies like water and food. It is not clear to whom the request for intervention has been sent and in what form the help will be given. The United Nations says it has not received an official request from Haiti's government. The U.S. says it's considering a request for humanitarian corridor to restore fuel distribution within Haiti. The island's fuel terminal has been controlled and blockaded by a coalition of powerful gangs. The blockade has grounded the whole country to a halt. Some hospitals have shut while businesses and transport services stopped working in protest of destitution. Civil unrest escalated since the government announced an end to fuel subsidies last month, which sent the petrol and diesel prices skyrocketing. Yvens Rumbold is the Director of Communications for Policité, a public policy think tank in Haiti. A very good evening to you, Mr. Yvens, and thank you so much for speaking to us. Let's just first start with the current situation. How would you describe it at the moment?
Hi, thank you for having me. Good evening, everyone. Well, you know, the situation in Haiti right now is pretty problematic. We are very worried about how the events are going to unfold with the request, with the publication, of course, of the decree in the official newspaper of the Republic to request an intervention of the militaries in Haiti, foreign militaries in Haiti. As we speak, you know, there is a huge problem of getting water to people in Port-au-Prince, the capital city, like where I live, my hometown. I can give you my example, not my hometown, in Port-au-Prince in Delma, where I live. I cannot get water because I don't have tap water, I don't have the public water, so I have to pay for a cistern to come to my house to deliver the water. But because this company cannot have the fuel, the gas for their trucks, they cannot deliver water to me. So I have to buy, you know, small quantity of water for my daily use in my house. I'm not in Haiti right now, but I'm coming back in Haiti this week, and my family is stressing. They don't want me to come back, but I have no place to go. That's my home country, and I have to be there. And they are worried because when you go to the supermarket, all the food items, it's empty. You can't find bread, you can find vegetables, you can find, because the supermarket cannot get those goods from the company that are supposed to deliver them to them because they don't have gas. So the gas issue is a real problem in Haiti right now, and it has a huge effect on every sector: health, education, the economy, and the social sphere in Haiti right now.
I'm just trying to imagine. I mean, I went through a period where the city forced me to go without water for 8 days, and that was hell. So how much are you forced to survive on by, just in terms of the small water ration that you spoke about for your daily use? Like, what are you using? I mean, drinking water, some people drink more water than others, but I mean, a lot of things are water-based. So what are you forced to survive on?
Well, you know, I mean, I used to shower 2 days or up to 3 days, 3 times a day. Now I can only shower one time a day. That's for one. And for the water, of drinking water, so there is a small company in my neighborhood. I can buy the 5 gallons that we are using very carefully right now because we don't know when they're gonna stop delivering the water at all. So we still can get some drinking water, but it's mostly for the other use, like to wash your clothes, to cook your food, to clean your house, because we don't have, you know, public water in our houses, so we have to buy the water to do all that stuff. And right now, we have to be very careful in the quantity of water that we are using. So and when you go in some neighborhoods, you're gonna see huge long file of people, a line, I would say, huge line of people waiting to buy water because they cannot find water in their community. There's that one. There's the other problem is also the propane, because people use propane in Port-au-Prince for cooking. And because of the situation right now, it is very difficult to get the propane also to do cooking. So I don't know how long we're gonna survive with that because right now we don't see how the situation is going to be resolved, but it's very worrisome.
Yvens, now tell me about, I know it sounds like a literary cliche when we talk about the marauding gangs, but how are they making life difficult for citizens of Haiti? What are the, exactly are they trying to control? Is it the resources? Because we understand that even homegrown products like bananas, they can't even reach people because of the lack of fuel. So what are they trying to get a stranglehold on? Is it political power, or is it just the bare necessities that people can depend on the gangs as opposed to the politicians who clearly are not able to do anything about it?
Yeah, so that's the thing in Haiti right now. Like the gangs that are controlling some of the areas, they are not like people that want to, steal resources. They are people that were instituted by some politicians and also by some entrepreneurs. They have been paid, they have been funded to kind of terrorize the population to stay in power. But right now, it's a reverse situation. Now they are against the politician. They are blocking the access to get the gas, and they are even attacking the ports in the country. So it's not like they are fighting against someone per se. They're just, claiming their own power in the state. So right now, I used to go to my hometown because I live in Port-au-Prince. I used to go to Gonaïve, which is my hometown. I cannot go because the main road to access the national road number one, that's the name of the road, national road number one. I cannot go because there was a place where the gangs are there, they are doing checkpoints to take whatever you have when you go to that point. So I cannot go. And if I have to go, I have to take a plane. That means a trip that I should do in 3 hours. Now it can last a day because I have to take a plane to go to Cap-Haïtien, which is in the north, and then from there go down in Gonaïve because I cannot go from Port-au-Prince to Cité Soleil and then to Gonaïve because it's really impossible. So the gang situation right now, some of them are saying like they are fighting the government. Well, of course, if you have the mass against the government, so they are trying to gain they are trying to gain the favor of the people, saying that they are with them, but they are not so with them because they are blocking the resources like gas per se that are giving the population the services that they need. So, and most of these gangs, they have been financed by people in the government, but also by people in the industry or in the private sector in Haiti. So we have a situation where it's impossible to control it. It's impossible to control it. That's why some people think, well, it may be a good idea to have an international intervention, or it may be a good idea to have the national police force being reinforced by some international project with international police.
Yvens, so tell me, who has the government approached? As we said, the United Nations says it knows nothing of such a request. The US says it's willing to provide this aid, but do we have an idea what exactly is being asked and how it could be supplied? I mean, you've given certain or examples of how it could be done, but is there a definitive request that the government has made?
Well, what is sure, it's like last week, the OIS, the Secretary General of the OIS, asked the government to request the intervention. And one day after, the Prime Minister convened all his ministers, and the ministers gave him the power to request the intervention. And this is what he did. He did publish in the official newspaper of the country the willingness to the decree that authorized them to request an international intervention. So we don't know yet to whom they have sent that request. Was it to the OAS? Was it to the United States, Canada, and France? Or was it to the UN? We don't know. So that's why everyone is waiting to see what is going on this week, because we don't have information about who received that request. But we know the government has decided, and quote, like the illegitimate government, because they don't have the legitimacy to request an intervention. Like 20 people cannot sit in a room and decide on the fate of a whole nation. And that's what they did. 20 of them, they decided in a room and they said, we want a foreign intervention, while they had 500 organizations, political organizations, wanting to talk to them, to negotiate the peaceful transition of power, to resolve the political standoff that we have now. They haven't been able to listen to them. And now they just sit in a room and then they decide we want an international intervention because they don't want to leave the government. That's the situation that we have right now. So to whom have they sent their request? We don't know.
Right.
But we know the OIS has requested it and the government has decided to ask for it.